Halo 2, Goldeneye, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Those three games have aged absolutely incredible. They get better every year. To this day, they are still widely considered the greatest games of all time. When it comes to like Halo 2 versus Goldeneye, I actually find it unethical to compare the games. They are just both masterpieces in their own right. But with that being said, I would give the nudge to Goldeneye, just because it really did lay the groundwork for what could be accomplished on a console shooter. The HUMMER H2 has a lot in common with those three games. The H2 has aged extremely well. If this vehicle came out in 2025, you'd say, oh, the 2025 HUMMER H2, there it is. So it's still a beautiful piece of artwork, the aggressive lines, the sporty look. Truth be told, it's still in a category of its own. There's nothing else on the road that looks like the HUMMER H2. It's still like nothing else. The H2, like those video games, has faced rigorous competition, new technology, new vehicles. Despite that, despite all the advancements in technology, since this vehicle's been off the road, in my case, this is an 05 H2. Like I've talked about this in the past on my H2 versus modern day vehicles, the H2 holds its own against modern day vehicles extremely, extremely well. When you take a modern day console like the PS5 Pro or Xbox Series X, those consoles would represent modern day vehicles. So if you put, let's say you take 250 2025 SUVs and you start to compare them to the HUMMER H2, the HUMMER H2 is going to win in a lot of the categories, guys. It is held up, just like those video games. It is held up extremely, extremely well. Without being biased as an owner, show me a vehicle that looks as good as my H2. Show me a 2025 vehicle that looks as good as the H2, that has aggressive looks mixed with a sporty design. There's nothing else out there that looks like it. It's still top dog when it comes to looks. Drivability, when it comes to driving the H2, again, I am confident that if you lined up 100 people and you said, take all 250 vehicles, test drive all 250 SUVs, brand new SUVs in different configurations, and then test drive this H2. Tell me which vehicle you prefer to leave in, or which vehicle you prefer to drive, or which vehicle you prefer to look at. Without being biased as an owner, I'm fairly confident that the H2 is going to win best looks, or it's going to score extremely high on the list in most people's rankings. When it comes to like fun factor, again, it's like nothing else. There's a reason that when people jump in my H2, they get a massive smile on their face. And I still get a massive smile on my face when I drive in my H2, when I jump in the driver's seat. That's one of the reasons why I own the vehicle, because I understand how much fun it is. When you start to take the vehicles out into the real world environment of off-roading, driving in the snow, again, the H2, it's going to hold its own. The vehicle, it was made and built extremely, extremely well, just like those video games. To this day, the H2 in the used category, it is the #1 vehicle that holds its value. There's a reason, because it's an incredible vehicle. It's just like those video games, Goldeneye, Halo 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Those are great games that have withstood the test of time, and here we are in 2025, and the H2 is, again, it's holding up over the test of time. So understand that if you're somebody out there and you're looking for an H2, it's going to be quite common that, I think most people, they're going to want a newer vehicle. That's just how it is. 2020 XYZ, latest gizmos and gadgets inside. Understandable. But when you start to throw the H2 into the competition, just for fun for that matter, you're like, wow. Take one for a spin, and then you're going to be saying to yourself, that guy on YouTube, Yellow Blue H2, I understand why he drives one. I understand why there's so many people who own these vehicles. It's because it's still the best. So if you're out there and you're in the market for an H2 and potentially you're debating, should I get a brand new vehicle? Should I get the H2? The only promise that I can make you is that it's going to be an incredible experience. Don't pass on an H2 just because it's 20 years old. I think a lot of people out there, that's what crosses their mind. It's 20 years old. Why would I want to play a video game that's, when you do the video game comparison, why would I want to play a video game that's 20 years old? Why would I want to play on a GameCube? So just because the hardware is outdated, it doesn't mean the gameplay is lacking. So I can't wait to see you on the road.